Hello everyone, today I'm here to film a tag video. So today I'm filming the Finally Fall book tag because it is finally fall. Once again, my state has not gotten that memo. It is November, it is fall, so let's talk about all things fall. This tag has been floating around for a while, so I've been wanting to do it, and here I am. The creator of this tag is Tall Tales. I will link the original video down below, as well as the questions. Let's get into the tag. The first question is, in fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. And I have read a few of those this year, so I'm gonna try to pick a recent one that I've read that I think the setting was just so vivid. And that is Warcross by Marie Lu. This setting was so vivid. Like, I felt like I was there. Like, she painted a beautiful picture that I was totally in, and I loved it. This book takes place like in an alternate reality. It's about kind of an alternate reality game, and I felt like I was there, like in the thick of it, and I really loved it. This is definitely one of my favorite books of the whole year, but the setting was just so vivid. Like, I felt like I was in the book, and I loved every second of it. The next question is, nature is beautiful, but also die. Name a book that is beautifully written, but also deals with a heavy topic, such as grief. And for that, I'm definitely picking The Names They Gave Us by Emery Lord. I love this book, but it is a gut-wrencher of a book. This is all about a girl named Lucy who has a lot going on for her. She's going into her senior year. She's going to be the swim team captain. Her dad's a pastor, and she goes to the summer camp with her parents every single year, but her mom's cancer has come back, so she has cancer again, and Lucy is very much grappling with that. She is a very faithful person, but she feels her faith is wavering because of this, because she's very angry with God, and she can't understand why this is happening. So this book deals with a lot of things. It deals with cancer diagnosis. It deals with, you know, your parent going through something horrible. It deals with faith and kind of the loss of it and how to recover that. I found this so beautiful. I'm a faith person myself, so I was very worried about going in this book, how she was going to paint the picture of faith, but I thought she depicted it great. I thought Lucy went through an amazing journey, a very hard-hitting journey at that, but I really enjoyed this book for what it was and how she handled grief and so many other hard-hitting topics that need to be discussed. So as sad as this book was, it was an amazing one. The next question is, fall is back to school season. Is there a nonfiction book that taught you something new? I'll be honest with you, I don't read a ton of nonfiction books, and when I do, they're usually like memoirs, so I don't learn a lot about them. Like, I don't learn a lot in general, except for the person I'm reading about. But the one nonfiction book that I'm reading slowly but surely is The Magic of Motherhood, and this is written by Ashley Gadd, and this is a compilation of like stories of mothers, like real life mothers, and how they deal with being a mother and things like that. It's also kind of a faith book. I wouldn't say like 100%, like it's not a devotional book or anything like that. This is literally a book about stories about mothers, and I am only a little bit into it. I keep forgetting to read a story every night, but every story I've read has made me tear up a little bit because I'm a mom, and being a mom is a very emotional process. I think, you know, it's an amazing journey, but it's a hard journey being a mom. And so it's so comforting to read other stories from other moms that are in the same boat as you, that you feel like you can connect with, that you feel like, you know, you're on the same wavelength. So this has taught me so much about myself as a mother and myself as a person, and just, I love it so much. So I highly recommend, if you're a mom, to check this out. I found this at Target for like 12 bucks. So I really enjoy it. My friend's already bought a copy and she's loving it as well. So if you're a mom, definitely pick this up. It says a love letter to moms everywhere, and I truly believe that. So this has taught me a lot of things, and it's a nonfiction book, so yay. In order to keep warm, it's good to spend some time with people that we love. Name a fictional family / household that you love to be a part of. For this question, I immediately wanted to talk about My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. This group, I think, what's their last name? Okay. This family and the family in this book are called the Garretts, and it's a big family, like a lot of kids, but I love the energy in their household. And this is not even like the main character's household. We're talking about like the neighbor's household. I love them so much. There is another book that's kind of like not a sequel, but a companion to this book that we learn more about the Garretts. I just eat them up. I love learning about them, how they have such an amazing family dynamic, how they love one another, and how they care for one another. I just love it. I didn't want to go with the classic like the Weasleys or, you know, Lady Midnight or something like that. I wanted something a little bit different, and I've always loved the Garretts. I think they're just a phenomenal family that I would love to be a part of. The colorful leaves are piling up. Show us a pile of fall colored spines. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Let's do this. Here is what I've come up with. So I don't know if this looks super fallish. So when I think of fall, this is not awkward at all. It is. I think of kind of reddish going into orange, going into a very light yellow, like colors of the leaves. So that's what I kind of done. I've kind of done like an ombre, like yellow to orange to red. I don't know if this looks fallish. You'll have to let me know. This is the best I could do. I could add more colors of each spine, obviously, but I thought these were just perfect for it. And if you like this fall colored spine, let me know. Fall time is the perfect time for telling stories by the fireside. Share a book wherein somebody is telling a story. And I had a really hard time with this because, number one, I have a horrible memory. Like, it's bad how bad of a memory I have. Like, I think I might have to go, like, see a doctor about it. It's that bad. Like, anyway, so I was looking at my books and I was like, oh crap, what are some books that like somebody's telling a story in? And the only one that I could find other than another book, which I'll mention, is Feral Youth by Sean David Hutchinson. This is kind of about, this is like 12 short stories, and each of the short stories is a person in a group telling a story. So this is the one I picked. The other one I was going to go with was 13 Reasons Why, because he's telling like a story, like you're listening to a tape of stories, but I felt like that one would probably be said a lot, so I kind of wanted to go with somewhere a little bit different. But I did enjoy this book. It definitely has a lot of unique stories in it, but this is the only one I could think of. And I know there's probably like 1,000 out there. Like, you're gonna call and be like, you forgot about this one. And I did. I have a horrible memory, guys. It's bad. I'm sorry. The nights are getting darker, which I hate. Share a dark, creepy read. I did a whole video on spooky reads, honestly, so if you want a whole slew of them, check out this link right here. But the two that I really love recommending, number one is Slasher Girls and Monster Boys. I feel like I have talked your ear off about that, but I really love that. Again, that's another short story collection, whereas it's just kind of horror-filled stories. I love that so much. I need to own my own copy, honestly. And the other one I want to talk about is a one I just read recently, and that is a graphic novel entitled Through the Woods by Emily Carroll. This is another kind of short story collection. It's got 5 illustrated short stories in it that are like creepy tales that feature the woods, and I really enjoyed it for the illustrations alone. It's a fast-paced book. You can read it in like an hour. I love them both. Both are definitely creepy. The days are getting colder, which again, I have a love-hate relationship with. Like, some days I'm like, oh, it's a cold morning, I love it. But then I'm like, I have a 3-year-old kid. I need to take this kid outside. Like, he cannot be cooped up all day inside. And I'm like, it's so cold though to take him outside. So it's a mix of my feelings with the cold weather. Name a short, heartwarming read that can warm up somebody's cold and rainy day. I picked 2 for this one because honestly, I don't read a ton of really short books. Like, I don't read a ton of novellas and stuff. But the one I picked that I think is really, really short, honestly, that's great, is Talking as Fast as I Can by Lauren Graham. I listened to this book on audio, and that's very short as well. A lot of kind of celebrity memoirs are, but this will definitely warm your heart. It's Lauren Graham. I love her so much. She made me laugh several times. I enjoyed it, and I think it would warm anybody up on a cold, rainy day because it's more like she will warm up my heart all the time. And the other one I picked is kind of breaking the rules, but that is My True Love Gave to Me. This is another short story collection. I read a lot of these than I thought I did. I put this one on here because while it does not look short by any means, it is a short story collection, so you can pick 2 or 3 to read from sporadically at different times, and it will definitely warm your heart up. These are like holiday short stories, and I really love this a lot. Like, I try to read it every single year. It's just adorable, and I enjoy it. Fall returns every year. Name an old favorite that you'd like to return to soon. For this one, I immediately had to go with I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella. This is my favorite Sophie Kinsella book. She is an adult chick lit author, and I love her books to pieces. Like, there's only a few of her books that I really don't enjoy, but the majority, I love her books. They're just funny. They're so heartwarming. They make you smile and just be, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but I love this. So I really want to go back to this one. I listened to this book and I want to listen to it again because I just loved it so much, and it's definitely an old favorite. Another one that I go back to every single year, time and time again, is Harry Potter. I've been trying to listen to the whole series of Harry Potter. So far, the only two that I haven't listened to yet are books 2 and 3, so I'm planning to remedy that soon because I love them on audio. Like, I feel like I have to listen or read a Harry Potter book at least once a year. My heart can't handle like not reading Harry Potter every year because it's just so much a part of me. Fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights, which I agree with 100%. My favorite time to read is when it's raining or when it's kind of cold and brisk outside and you can just cuddle up with a good book. Sign me up any day. Share your favorite cozy reading accessories, and surprisingly, I do have some of those. First up is this really warm blanket. This is a kind of white fur looking blanket, but not really, if that makes any sense. It's so freaking cozy, it's ridiculous. I got this at Target a few months ago. If I'm being 100% honest, I bought this solely for the purpose of like, I needed like a nice kind of white soft background for my Instagram photos, and I wanted something that I wouldn't just buy for Bookstagram photos, but something I could use in real life, so I felt like I wasn't wasting the money. That's why I bought this blanket, because I was like, oh, it's a blanket. It's a great color for Bookstagram photos, and it's great because I can use it as a blanket. And I do. I use it for both of them, people, and it's great. Even my husband loves it. He's like, it's so cozy. It is ridiculously cozy. Like, this is going to be so perfect for winter. Another great accessory is mugs. Fall is a time where I drink coffee. I don't drink coffee a lot all year round, but when it's colder, I tend to drink a little bit more coffee and hot chocolate, so I have lots of mugs to choose from. My favorite, of course, is my Luke's mug, because Gilmore Girls, that's my life. Did you not know? You do now. My last favorite reading accessory for the cold months are socks. I'm a big sock junkie. I don't have nearly enough of them, but I'm so lucky to have gotten them in book boxes. My favorite pair, without a doubt, are these socks right here. These are the band book socks from Out of Print. As you can see, like, this sock has all of the titles and this one has them crossed out. I wear these a lot, like you can definitely tell. Hopefully not on camera, but I love wearing these. Another one I've gotten recently are some Edgar Allan Poe socks. Again, from Out of Print. They make the best socks. These literally have Edgar Allan Poe faces on them. Love it. And my last pair of socks are Alice in Wonderland socks. I just love like the kind of bigger socks that are just straight up adorable. I have lots of Christmas socks too, but I'll spare you for that for now. But yeah, so that's my accessories. A good blanket, some good socks, and a good drink. There you go. Recipe for an amazing book night. And the last question is spread the autumn appreciation and share and tag some people. I'm not going to tag anybody, sadly, because I feel like I'm literally one of the last people to do this tag. So if you haven't done this tag by some chance, please consider yourself tagged. There is the Finally Fall book tag. You guys know I love my seasonal book tags and just book tags in general, so this is a great tag. I love doing it and I loved answering it, and yeah, if you're happy about fall, let me know. What's the weather like for fall in your state? Is it really feeling like fall in your state? Because it's not here. I'd love to know. I love hearing about weather in different states. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.